All right, good morning, traders. Let me get this thing off of the screen. Bam. There we go. So a lot of y'all see asking if there's a mic today and all that. Be sure if the morning watch list is still up to read that because it will let you know when I'm going to be on the microphone. But we are here now. I am expecting some calls at some point. Have no idea when, but we'll get there when we get there to that. How's everybody doing this morning? I did not want to make a trade right out the gate. Let's see, APLD just popped up 30 cents. Yeah, about 30 cents is at $1. That's my little swing trade. Ethereum broke out and went on a pretty nasty run last night, so I'm expecting some of these crypto stocks to get moving. OCGN still looking pretty good. Got a little short-term trend line going on there. SON cracked down out of this triangle, but looks like it's trying to come back up. I want to keep an eye on this because it's holding up this 250, or not 250, but $2.50 mark. I may take an entry here on this. So we got a little downtrend right there that needs to break. But we're above these indicators. That's what's holding up right now. And it's got room up to at least $3. I don't know. I'm wait and give it a chance to see if it's going to continue to curl or it could possibly drop. Let me go into a 2-minute chart. There we go. Okay. You guys can hear me, right? We're all good. You guys can hear me. Not seeing anybody make any comments since I got on the mic. So just let me know if you guys can hear me clearly, if we're all good to go. I just don't want to run into any problems if we don't have to. Okay, Thinkorswim's all good. All right, awesome. Thinkorswim is acting a little slow at the moment. Let's see, volume. AMI, this is getting a lot of volume. Little 50-cent stock. Could be possible scalp or something. PRPO. Oh, PRPO they've released a, what is that, COVID antibody test on Amazon. We got a big triangle forming here. Running into a lot of resistance in this 235 area, but this is pretty good PR, low float stock. We're trying to break here. If we start breaking 235, I'll probably go on this. Well, unless I can get a better entry. Yeah, I'm going. Starting to move here a little bit. See if it can break over this downtrend. We're testing. Let's see if we get this big buying volume push and get this break out of this flag. See a lot of sellers right here at the downtrend. They need to get taken out. And then the pre-market highs, or the high of the day is at 250. So we need to see a break through this 240 right here in the next minute and then push up and test 250. If it doesn't, could have a pullback down to the bottom of the trend line. Oh no, we're looking good. Oh, maybe. Looked like it was gonna push. So we got a minute for this 5-minute candle to close. Starting to break down that 240 wall. We're over the 240 wall. Let's see if it can start holding 240 as support now. And we're starting to look a little sketchy. It's trying to break, but keeps getting pushed back below 240 here. Here we go. A little bit of selling at 245. Profit target on this is 250 to see if 250 is going to break. It looks like we're getting real close to trying to push to that. Yeah, 240 starting to hold as some support. Saw a lot of buyers come in there, holding it up at the moment. I'll put a stop loss in right below this candle, right above my entry, because I'm not going to take a loss when I'm already up in a little bit of profit. If it comes back down, it comes back down. I get stopped out, make a small profit. If it keeps running and tests this 250, then we may make a decent profit. 245 still holding up, but actually that just broke down. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We're about to test 250. Let me get out. Oh, no, come on. Get out of here. I got to be quick. I got to be ready in case 250 doesn't break. Come on. Let's see right here. A lot of selling at 249. We'll go ahead and lock 30 out here just to lock something out at this 250 area at the moment. And see if this can run a little bit more. Oop, getting a little sketchy. I'm hopping out. So started having a little bit of a pullback there, getting rejected at 250. Not quite big as a win as I would like. Only $1.23 in profit, but we did get rejected right at that 250, and we did not break. So it still could possibly break, but I am not taking any more. It looks like it may try to break again here, but I'm not taking any more unnecessary losses on this damn channel. Let's see, let's look to a 5-minute here. may jump back in if it starts to break 250. I may try to get another little bit out of this. So look at the 2 minute. Get back to the 2 minute here. But we gotta see it come back up and test 250. If it starts curling down, it's gonna come back down to this 215 area. And if it does come back down to that 215 area, I might take an entry there. But we do have some support that's tried to build at 228. Yeah, 228, 229, 230. Yeah, I'm going to hold off before I do anything else on this. I'm going to let this consolidate for a minute. Take family off. APLD swings getting back up all the way back up to $1.40. Hoth in there. RHE. PRPO. Yeah, right now. Yeah, right now I'm going to keep an eye on PRPO. I'll look and see if I can get a better entry than I had. Let's see if it's going to try to curl back up and break this 250. Ooh, I'm hopping in. Big buyer just popped on the bid at 233. So I'm hopping in there with him. Now we want to see this start to curl up here. Don't want it coming back down. See, there's that 230, big seller at 233. We need him to stay in there. Oh shit, he just got taken out. Need to break this little downtrend at the current moment, a little sell-off after that 250 rejection. Anytime PR stock gets news about being on Amazon or anything, they usually have a pretty nice rip. And this hasn't ripped that hard quite yet, but see this line of support right at 230. That's what we're testing right now, trying to hold up this 230. You can see it back here, multiple candles hit and touched in that 230 area. So We want 230 to hold up. We're still on this little downtrend. Okay, so on the 15-minute, let's look here and see what this pattern is. Looks like we still are in a flag pattern on the 15-minute. If it can hold up right here, it's dropped quite a bit. I may have to get out. It needs to hold up that support right at the bottom. Just trying to hold. I think I'm going to average down here. I'm going to average down. So that brings me at 225 as my average. If it cracks below this support any at all, I'm getting out. There's a lot of buyers though there at 216. But in any case, we still need this little downtrend to break, this little profit taken here. It's trying to move back up. Still got a lot of selling pressure at the moment, but it is trying to push its way back up over that 230 area. Yeah, it's support starting to build at 220. If that support can hold at 220, be good to go. Kind of got a tug of war between buyers and sellers about 220. So buyers are trying to hold up 220. Sellers are trying to take it out at 220. I'm selling at 222 for some reason. There we go. They just all got taken out. Oh, no, still holding it up though. There we go. Nice bid stacking on 220. If they can stay in there. I don't know. This selling pressure, man. The fact that this keeps not being able to hold up 220 is starting to make me a little concerned about this play. I'm about to hop out here. Put in a stop loss right below this candle. RHE halted again to the upside. Boy, Sun really ate it. I think tried to break out in the first 30 minutes and just got destroyed. What are they halted for? What is their news that's going on? So buyers did push this back above support. We need to see this candle close there. Let me look again at a higher time frame. Make sure we're still looking okay. There you go, Elvis. Elvis with the options. This is getting really close to cracking. This is more than likely about to be done. I mean, we've not seen much buying come back in. We need to see new buyers come back in. But they're gonna have. This is gonna have to hold this 215 worst case scenario area. $215. Okay. Okay, I was gonna say we don't want to see 215 start holding up as resistance. If it starts holding up as resistance, then it's time to go. So that candle did close above. We really got to push above this downtrend line right here if we're going to move our way back up to that 250. But if it does not break this downtrend here in the next minute or two, and it starts pushing down anymore, we've got to get off this support. We keep testing the support. It is going to fail. Yeah, it's not looking good. This looks like this is done probably. $215 is acting as a little resistance. I need it to stop doing that. If this keeps holding, if this, look, see, sellers are starting to. There we go. So we got a little tug of war. This 215 area right here. Buyers are trying to keep control of it, and sellers are trying to crash this. Maybe even shorters. So we're opening at the trend line, this downtrend. So Break over 220, we're good. If it does not break over 220 on this candle and close over 220, then the drop will more than likely be coming very shortly. See, RHE is unhalted. Looks like it's trying to hold up this possibly this 14 area. See, trend line's right about there. So quite a ways off the trend line, but could possibly be breaking out again here soon. Pop it in here real quick. Well, maybe not. I don't have enough. I don't have enough for 10 shares. Oh, I don't have enough for 5 shares. But it looks like it's about to try to break for a new high day here. So I was trying to hop in at that 14 area because 14 held up. Very close to making a new high right there. It may have to come down to the trend line before it tries to break out again, but just right there for that split second. I mean, we got a little triangle right here, a little sharp triangle. If it can break above that high a day, it's going to start running again. If it doesn't, it'll doji out here and come back down the trend line. Woo, it's so close to going. It is so close for another move, but it is getting rejected at the moment. Got very close to that 1430 again. SSY, DGLY. To keep an eye on those. Yeah, it's starting to crack. Well, I don't know. It's looking like it may crack down and have to come back down the trend line. But if buyers start outweighing the sellers here on this candle, so let's check on PRPO. PRPO has broken the downtrend, so we're okay for now. Still on this. Slowly pushing back up. But if it doesn't, if it makes, I guess what I was about to say, if it makes a little curl over back down to 215 support again, then it's going to crack. It cannot test 215 again. $220 trying to hold up. Let's see what whatever it says. RHE. Yeah, RHE looks like it's going to come back down the trend line at this point. Tried to break out a little bit there, but Definitely looking like it's going to try to. See, ugly drop on VXRT. OCGN pushing for new highs. Just pushed for new highs at 1550. Let's see, DGLY. And what did you say, Dom? SSY. Oops. GGLY. There we go. So SSY, you do have a decent trend line going right there. It's back down to the trend line. You'd want to see that trend line hold. And DGLY currently is a downtrend, getting rejected off of that 200 day or that 50 day is what it looks like is happening there. Let's see, bid's starting to stack again at 225. Gonna start getting a little frisky on this stock. Still having some issues at 225, so we gotta get above 225 and hold. 15 minutes still looking like a big old flag. So pretty much just still consolidating at the moment. Why is I'm drawing this crooked? It's so crooked. So we got possibly a little pivot point, so that's why it needs to get back over 225, because we broke this little short downtrend, but get another little pivot point at 225. So now we got to connect this downtrend until that breaks and holds above 225. I'm using the 2 minute because the 1 minute's too fast. Like it's just too many candles, and right through here, these 3-4 candles, I didn't need to see those 3 or 4 candles to see if it's going to hold support. So the 2 minute makes it a little bit easier for me to see. Just me personally, I've been using it for a while now, but I do go and check the 30 minute, and I check the actually on the 30 minute we're looking pretty strong. I will check the 15 minute, and I'll use the 5 minute as we get a little bit later on into the day here. But this first hour or two, I use the 2 minute. The 1 minute, it's so easy to get faked out by the 1 minute. But it doesn't matter. I mean, if you like the 1 minute, you like the 5 minute, whatever chart you like to trade on that. It's just me personally. I've just began to like the 2 minute better than the 1 minute. A lot of selling still on this. You see 227, you got a bunch of sellers sitting there. And they are holding it down. I could see them get taken out pretty quick here. There we go, they just got taken out. Bunch of selling at 228. Got less than a minute for this 5-minute candle to close. We want this candle to close above 225 in the downline. Preferably, I'd like to see it start to break over 230 by the close of this candle. Get that 228 wall out of there. Oh, there it goes. They just got out of there. A close over 230 on this candle would be really strong if it can do it. It's got 20 seconds to do it. Yeah, we're looking good here. We're looking real good. I think we're about to go back up and test this 250 here shortly. This candle's fixing to close. We got 10 seconds to close over 230. 230 starting to act as a little bit of support. Yeah, we closed over, well, kind of closed right at 230. I'm going to pop back down into a 2-minute here. But yeah, downtrend's done for now. We are slowly making our way back up. At this point, we do not want to come back down any lower. We want to keep this little uptrend that's going right now. Want that uptrend to keep on moving until it gets up to the 250 area. That's a little ugly. I don't like that. RHE looks like it's pulled back down. Yeah, RHE back down to the trend line, so you could start possibly looking for an entry soon if the trend line can hold. DGLY breaking that downtrend. Dom calling that out. It's starting to move a little bit. Hoth looks like garbage. I'm going to take Hoth off. OCGN still climbing. Wow, Thinkorswim, what are you doing? I'm just go ahead and switch to a 5-minute from now on. I may go back to a 2-minute if it starts to move up, but right now I'm just going to keep it on a 5-minute. Nice bids just stacked on 225. Want them to stay in there. We really need to get over 230 and start holding. Quite the tug of war we got going. PRBO is going to move slow, just consolidating sideways basically. Now, this candle, if it can come up and close over 230, this 5-minute candle, that would be an engulfing candle. And if it doesn't, if it keeps curling back down, then we'll probably see a crack. And it looks like we may be getting a crack here. We actually got a trend line. I didn't realize we had a trend line. I'm gonna take this support out. we have a decent little uptrend. Just trying to hold. RHE is on the trend line right now. Alright guys, well, this is doing its thing. I'm going to take a quick breather. I'll be right back in a couple of minutes. But until I get back, here's a little bit of a commercial for you. Alright, we're back. Sorry, commercial did not work, but I will get it to work as soon as I can here in the next few days. But I made you guys a little 5-minute break commercial from me. It's not selling anything, so don't worry about that. But you guys will definitely want to check that commercial out when I do it on these live streams in the future. Eventually I'll get it figured out. For some reason it's not connected to it right now, but so far we're holding up the downtrend. We're holding up the uptrend, starting to break over the downtrend now. If we can break this 230 area. 230 area is what's holding us down from getting back up to that 245, 250 area. There we go. See if buyers start stacking that 230 now. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see. Yeah, my microphone's all wonky. I didn't even realize that was all wonky. There we go. So we want these buyers to hold this 230 support line right here. See, we're getting selling pressure all the way back up to that 250, but this would be a strong, good close on this candle if it can close over 230 here. 5 seconds left. Looks like it's gonna pull. It looks like it's gonna close right at 230. Yeah, it did. So still a little sketchy, but we did break that downtrend. I'm actually gonna move my stop loss up a little closer now. Here we go. Starting to come back alive a little bit here. Need to start seeing increase in buying volume though. Buyers are trying to hold up 235 as support now. If we get back over 240 here, we're gonna test 250 again. You can see there's a lot of sellers at 240. They're getting taken out. Let's see here. We're looking pretty strong. Let's see if we can get this 250 test again. I'm gonna keep my trigger on the cancel button on this stop loss. Yeah, we're starting to come up. Okay, we're testing 250 now. Break over 250. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. all the way up new high, 260, 263. I'm gonna lock half out here in that 263 area. I got half of it left. Yeah, there's a little resistance there we're running into, but locking half my shares out up there at that new high. We're going to see 250 start to hold as support for this to continue its leg up. But my dog's excited. PRPO getting a little frisky. My dog's getting frisky. I'm going to put a stop loss right under 250 because if it cracks below 250, then I just want to lock everything out. I'm trying to hold to see if it holds above 250 to try to make another leg. We may be getting another leg here if buying volume continues to increase. So this is going to be a profitable trade no matter what. If it doesn't hold 250, it doesn't. I'm out. I'll take my profits. If it does hold 250 and continues to run, then I'll take even more profits. Either way, green day today. Oh. We're starting to test that 260 again. We may be getting ready to move again. If it breaks over, let's see. Getting real close to possibly moving again here. No, probably going to pull back. 250 still holding. Oh, I got stopped out there. So that's fine. I'll take the little win. My dog doesn't like FRSM or FSM. It could, PRPO could continue to climb at this point, but you know, got to get those wins. We've been in a choppy market, so I'm not holding to try to see if it's going to keep running. And, you know, I got a nice little run, bounce off of that trend line, making a new high. I'm good there. I'll take that profit. It was a decent win. Not anything huge, but I mean, I only had on that position, what, $225 invested, and I made $30, so that's about a 10% gain. So hey, I'll take it. I'll take it any day of the week. I'll take it every day of the week. You get 10% gain every day of the week. That's a 50% gain by the week. 50 times 52 weeks. We'll just say 50 weeks because there is a bunch of holidays and stuff. 50 times 50, 2,500. So if you pull 10% a day for an entire year, that's a 2,500% gain on your account. So that's why it's important to be consistent, and that's why I was making sure that I was locking in profits, because you guys know I've been trading like a crazy person the last couple of weeks in this wonky market. But I will say today's market is a little bit hotter than what we have seen, because we did get this little break on PRPO. OCGN out of market open did push for new highs. if Thinkorswim will load here. It's still on the trend line, but they had a nice move there. And then we've got RHE that's been exploding. So, you know, we got some volume back in the market a little bit compared to what we have seen. Let me redraw this line here. DGLY. I'd be careful, DJLY. It's getting real light on volume. Let me remove all these damn lines I got up here on it. And one of the things that I don't like about it, and this is something I'm adding to my strategy, is all these indicator resistance are ahead, and that's where it got rejected at the first time. I'm trying not to trade stuff with that much resistance ahead anymore. So like PRPO, which looks like it's about to it did just push for another new high. It may be pushing up to that 275, but PRPO was already testing all of this resistance, and once it broke that resistance, it's bullish. It's above all indicators now, and there's not a ton of resistance ahead of it. I mean, you got a couple of areas of resistance, like $3 is going to be a little tough. 275. You know, there's a couple of places, but not quite as much as DGLY. Where DGLY has got to break this 50-day here, and then it does have room up to 210 at the 100-day, but $2 is a round number, so that's some resistance. You got this candle that closed at 205, and this candle as well, right around 205. So there's just a lot of resistance ahead. Even with good news, it's hard for stocks, especially in the market we've seen. It's hard for stocks to break over that much resistance. Good morning, Animal, and happy Monday to you. So, we'll give the stream about 30 more minutes here, and then I gotta get going, get on some phone calls, all types of other stuff. Got some more content for you guys coming out today. A lot going on. Like I said, it's about to we're picking up. We're gonna get real crazy here over the next couple of months with the channel, well, channels. Oh yeah, if you're a crypto bug yet. If you're a crypto bug and you haven't been watching the daily updates, my daily crypto updates on the other channel, go and check those out. I pretty much step by step called the Ethereum breakout, and then as I was recording last night, it was breaking out, and you can see that in the video. It broke over 3,000 while I was recording. So if you're a crypto person, go check that out. Looks like we're going to get another breakout right here. Yep, moving up. New high at 266 on PRPO. Well, yeah, we'll go stream about 20-30 minutes, about 20-ish minutes here. If you guys got any questions, suggestions, concerns, ideas, go ahead and get those in. And I will do what I can to help you. How was everybody's weekend, though? Everybody have a good weekend? I know we've had some crazy weather in these parts. Oh, and another cool thing, too, that's going to be happening here soon. Maybe this week, if not next week, I'm going to have my real estate agent on the channel to discuss the journey we went on finding this property and get some of his insights about the market, the real estate housing market right now. So that's going to be some pretty interesting stuff because I know some of you guys are wanting to learn more about real estate. So we're going to start doing a little more real estate content. Like I said, like I've been saying, we're going to make this a global thing. We're going to make this the global information sharing hub. Got John Zadar targeting the OTC market. We got somebody else who may be coming on board here soon. I won't say his name yet. Hopefully he does. Hopefully he takes my offer, because he's a very thorough researcher like John is. So that type of due diligence we could use on the team. You're drunk all weekend? Nice. 90 degrees in Florida. It was 80 degrees here in Wisconsin yesterday. It felt like damn Florida. Did anybody else get any of PRPO? Or is in the process of getting PRPO? Because it's still going pretty strong here, breaking over 275. Yeah, all the way up to 280. So I did lock out a little bit earlier. But like I said, we haven't seen a lot of big breakouts last month. So until I see, some big breakouts happening, which we are starting to see today, I'm trying to be a little more conservative. But this is a nice break. Look at the difference in volume, though. Since this started ripping, we had some decent buying volume back here, but we had sellers who were getting out, locking out profits. Probably people who had got in at $1.84, locking up here at $2.50, because that's like a 70-cent run. So we got those profit takers, and then we got this trend line that started to hold, and then all the sellers were out of here, right through here. 3 little green candles. Sellers didn't win anything. They did get this little candle here. And then we started seeing explosive buying volume. And this is perfectly what we're talking about. This is what we want to see when we're looking for a breakout. Big buying volume compared to the rest of the chart. And this thing is still going. Just pushed up to 291. It may push all the way up to 3 here. We've got some big sellers at 295. If they can get over 295, we'll see a $3 test here in a minute. Yeah, here we go. It's about to test $3. So didn't quite get there, but still having a chance. But if this candle doji's out, which has still got 3.5 minutes to doji, but if it doji's out or starts dropping any more, it's probably going to come back down on the trend line. Let's see unless it can build support, maybe in this 275 area. Yeah, there it goes. It's trying to build support at 275. So as long as it holds up 275, then you probably see that $3 test. If 275 cracks, then it may have to come all the way back down to the trend line. So any questions or anything? Anybody got anything? Daniel B, you don't even want to yell at me today or anything? Like, what's going on, guys? Y'all are quiet. It's Money Monday. Yeah, Dom, DGLY still the volume is getting really, really light. I would be cautious if you're still in this, because I mean, this volume is almost non-existent at this point. And everything's kind of cracking off except for PRPO at the moment, and maybe, let me see, what does OCGN look like? Come on, Thinkorswim, man, this is laggy today. Well, OCGN is down testing the trend line, but right now PRPO's got all the action on it. And if you guys don't mind, to smash the like button for me. That YouTube algorithm. I was outside eating my popsicle because it was hot yesterday, and the algorithm came by and just slapped it out of my hand and called me a bitch. And I was like, yo, for real, man, that was my popsicle. So I need you guys' help, man. We got to teach that algorithm a lesson, and you guys got to be just punching it right in the like button as hard as you can. QQQ's dumping. Yeah, that's a nice little drop. Curl over. QQQ probably more than likely. This is we're going to start seeing a pullback in the market. Yeah, even the SPY. Yeah, the SPY's been going sideways, but yeah, we may start to see a pullback here this week. If the SPY and QQQ keep dropping, I mean, if the SPY drops, it does have a little support at 411, but after that, I mean, it's going to drop all the way down to the 50, then it's got support at 400. So there's not a lot of safety for the entire market below it. For this to correct like it needs to, it'll be a pretty big pullback. Yeah, the market's bloody. The market is bloody. This is strange. Oh no! Whoa! What is going on right now? What is happening? It was all bloody and then it all just turned mixed. Alright, I don't know. I think my computer's acting funny. I gotta clean it out. I gotta get it cleaned. It's doing stupid stuff. Or I think Thinkorswim's acting funny. I really don't know. But yeah, we'll give the stream about 10 more minutes. Tilray announced the merger. Yeah, let me look at Tilray. I'll take a look at it for you here, really quick. They're merging with Afra, right? Oops, TL. The hell is their thing? TLRY. That's not the right letters. TLRY. There we go. Damn it! I still hit the wrong button. There we go. Yeah, Tilray is downtrending on... Huh. It's kind of in a mixed area right now. It needs to break back over 20 to get back bullish. Right now, though, I don't know what it's doing. It just looks like it's consolidating sideways. It's at a strong support area at the moment. If it can hold up this area right across here. $17 support. If it can hold that. Yeah, the 200's at 16.75. So if it can hold above that, I think we could see this possibly turn around over this week and get back over 20, but it's really hard to tell because it's just kind of a meh. It's in the middle of it, like it's in the middle of all the indicators. You got the 200 here, the 9's there, the 100's there, the 50's there. So you got two indicators of resistance ahead of it up to 20. But you have the 200, which is the strongest indicator, holding up as support. So it's really hard to tell what this is going to do right now. It's just kind of a meh. I would like to see how it closes today before I could really give you guys a good idea. You need to go to 20 to break even. Well, here's the thing. Bank of America is full of shit. And pretty much every analyst out there who is on the mainstream level, they're just blowing smoke. Because I see people all the time, and like even with the sponsored content, when I get the sponsored content, one of the things they tell me to talk about is the analyst target ratings. But these analysts are not anybody special. They're just people like you and me. They just happen to be on TV. That's it. And they know about the future of a stock just as much as we do. Like they don't have crystal balls, so like if you're trading off of analyst ratings or like you said, Bank of America giving it a $23 share value, you don't want to do that. And this is the perfect example why they're giving it a $23 share value and it's at $17 right now. Like most of the time, these guys are wrong. If not all the time. Sometimes, but I don't know. It's such a weird market that we're in right now because there's so much sensitivity to the market. I mean, nobody was talking about it. Good. That's what I want to hear, Elvis. As long as I wasn't just necessarily addressing you when I was saying. I was just talking in general because I had somebody hit me up about that before recently about trading analyst ratings and all that stuff, and I was just like, nah. Got to make your own decisions. That is the only way. That is the way. Whereas the Mandalorian say, this is the way. Looks like OCGM is going to try to break back over 15, and PRPO may be ready to test 3 here. Let me pop back over so I'm going to keep an eye on PRPO. Yeah, it's going to test 3 here in a second. I don't know if it'll break out, but it's definitely going to test it. I want to check the U.S. bond yields. I haven't checked them in a few days. Really quick before I go, U.S. bond yields. Let's see, where are we at on the 10-year? 165. So, back here when it hit 1.57 and Jerome Powell and everybody's happy, like, oh, it's settled out. Well, it didn't settle out. It's climbing. The bond yields are climbing again. So, that must mean that the U.S. dollar is going down again, going down some more. But at this point, you've been back holding it for a month now. Yeah, that sucks. Um, Best silver mining, I don't know. I talked about this last week as far as miners go. AG is I like AG. That's First Majestic Silver. Um, like I've been saying, silver's been down. This company is on a nice little uptrend, riding up all the indicators. About to break out bullish. If it can get over 16, 15 there, it'll be above all indicators and be bullish again. But here's the thing. Here's the thing with silver. So buying a silver company or a silver ETF at this moment is sketchy. Right here you can see, and I've been keeping up with silver, we're almost to $27 an ounce on silver. The price of silver, looking at this silver chart, is still going up. Right? Like you can see, we're just starting to peak up on silver, and silver's ready for a move. Silver's still underbought. But this is the spot price, and these stocks are going to kind of trade off of spot price. But here's the interesting thing. This is the disconnect I've been talking about with silver. So spot price is at $27. We see that right there's the spot price. Yeah, I'm gonna make this. We'll just go with a 6-month there. It'll do it. There we go. So the spot price is $26.90 right now. Here's APMEX. This is one of the places I get silver from sometimes. Here's the available products. And we want it, let's see, let's do rounds and bars. Whoops, not other bar. There we go. So they've got 1 ounce rounds right now for pre-sale. Boy, they do not have a lot of silver. But anyway, you can see we're over spot price on APMEX, which is a big distributor, and we're $10 over spot price just about. We're close to $10 over. We're at $8 over spot price. And then if I go to Money Metals Exchange, which is another one I use, and these guys move a lot of metals. So if you go to your local coin or bullion store, they're going to be whacking you with 1 ounce silver bars. There we go. Yeah, so same thing. They're $7.50 on this. This is secondary market. Design of their choice, 1 ounce silver bars. They're $8 over spot price too. I mean, these are the biggest exchanges. But what I was trying to say before I forgot is your bullion stores are probably going to be $15, maybe even $20 over spot price. So this disconnect is the problem. So like trading. So the whole point of what I'm saying is, and we are getting a nice breakout on silver today. It looks like. But the whole problem is the futures are holding down the spot price. The shorters, whoever's shorting the shit out of silver and's been shorting it, is still holding the spot price down, completely disconnected from reality. So First Majestic or any other silver company is going to be valued at how much silver they're pulling out of the ground and of course their assets and stuff. But their price movements are based on the price of silver. And if the price of silver on paper is being held down, then the price of these stocks are going to be held down too. So that's why I'm not as like I am holding some First Majestic Silver Corp, and like I said before, there's not a ton of silver miners out there because most of the silver comes from copper and other mines that there's not like it's hard to get specifically mining just for silver because they're going to run into gold or whatever else. But First Majestic is doing gold and everything too, so they're not just a silver company, but their main priority is to try to get silver as much as they can. But I mean, looking at you look at any of the precious metals right now, any of the let's see, this overall is a max chart, but you can see it's at $15 right now. The last time silver spiked at 2011, it was up to 27. So it does have room. I mean, it's got easy enough room up to 25 if the spot price starts to get a little bit closer to the actual physical reality price of silver. But you can't buy silver right now for spot price. Not even close to spot price. So that disconnect is what's bothering me. But I got a whole list of mining companies. Like I said, I'm gonna start doing more content about some of these mining stocks. And you can see this whole list of that's actually behind my head. Let's see if I can pull it up here. There you go. Can you guys see that? What about bulk price? I mean, yeah, even bulk price is not going to get you at spot price. If I go back to APMEX, and that's if they got available products. Sort by, I thought the... So the Silver Eagles are a little bit higher. So here's a 1 ounce silver round. So yeah, even if you buy 500 plus of these silver rounds, these APMEX silver rounds, you're still paying $31 per coin or per round. So even with the bulk, you are still paying over spot price. And we can go look at a kilo, and we'll probably have to do some math to figure this shit out, but... let's see, how do we get to, here we go, weight. If you could even buy a kilo, you may not even be able to buy a kilo right now. There we go. Yeah, so let's see. What's the cheapest? So there's a kilo. And if you get 15 of them, 15 plus of them, that would be... You have to buy 15 kilos to get this price of $134. How many ounces in a kilo? I don't remember. It's either 16 or 32. 32, okay. I think it's 16 ounces in a pound, 32 ounces in a kilo. So, gotta divide that real quick. Maybe you guys can beat me at the math on this. 1,034. So yeah, the math on that is still $32 an ounce. So even buying 15 kilos of silver, you're still going to pay over spot price. That's just how it is right now. I mean, there's a shortage of silver. I've been keeping up very close with silver and gold. But that's why I've been bullish silver. That's why I've been telling you guys for the past, year. Silver and gold, precious metals, because the market is getting sketchy. But yeah, I have my silver collection video. It's the way I did it is taking me a while to edit. So I've almost got it ready. So I'm going to be putting that out, and I talk about buying precious metals in the video, of buying silver anyway, and tricks you can use to protect yourself from getting sold any fake stuff and things like that. So, like I said, I think the biggest disconnect that people are not looking, or that people are talking about, is cryptos and precious metals. Like, I don't know why people think that they don't have any correlation at all. They literally have to have hardware to do any crypto mining or anything with the networks. Even if everything goes on the blockchain, there's still got to be networks somewhere that are going to be powered by computer chips and circuit boards, and all that requires silver and gold. So silver and gold should be running with crypto, because there's more demand for cryptocurrencies and these different projects and all of that. That means more demand for hardware and all the network power, which means more demand for silver and gold. So to me, that's it's clear as day, but nobody else seems to be thinking that. And even when I mention it to people, they're like, no, that's not true. They don't put silver and gold in circuit boards and chips. Like, no, yes, that's absolutely true. Go do a little research on precious metals. There are YouTubers out there that go around, and they're precious metals collector YouTubers, but they go around picking up old thrown away electronics that people just throw away on the streets and stuff, and they take them home. They get all the computer boards out, all the boards and the chips. You throw it in some type of acid. It'll separate the silver and gold from the parts, the garbage parts, and it'll melt those parts away, and all you'll have left is the silver and gold. So it's a new way of mining, and you're just mining silver and gold out of junk electronics. But most electronics have a small bit, at least a small bit, of some silver and some gold. And then if you look at the renewable energy sector, you look at the chip manufacturing shortage right now, those chips have silver in them, and because silver prices are disconnected from spot price, they're having a problem getting the silver for the cost that they need. So all electronics are going to go up if there is a silver shortage, which there is clearly, because you can see it in the price disconnection between spot and premium. And spot and premium actually a little closer now than they have been the last couple of months. But if silver starts to break up crazy, you're going to see prices start to jump on silver, everything. Silver stocks, jewelry, all that. Exactly, Jamie. Um, well, grades of silver. I mean, if you're talking about collectible coins, if you're talking about the antique silver coins, those grades of silver, that's where grades are going to matter at. When it comes to just purchasing precious metals, like when it comes to precious metals, like I have a bag, you can hear that right there. This is a bag, which you'll see in the video, of silver from 1964 and below. Coins, quarters and dimes. All quarters and dimes before 1965 are 90% silver. So all I collect them for is the weight. I know there's 90% silver in there. I don't care about the grade of the coin. I'm not going to pay extra because the coin's shiny. I just want it near spot price because I'm just a silver investor. I don't collect coins to that extent. You'll see in the video. I'll get the video out this week as soon as I can, so you guys can get a lot more information about silver. But silver used in everything. I mean, it's like that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like silver should not be as low as it is. If gold is 1,700 an ounce, silver is just about as rare as gold, if not rarer, because like I said, there's not that many companies that specifically mine silver because it's harder to do. It's easier to look for gold and find a gold vein and then find the silver while you're mining the gold. So like the price difference between gold and silver should not be that far away. Silver should be a lot closer to the price of gold. Demand has, as we go more and more into a digital age, demand for silver is only going to go up for manufacturers. So if it's low supply and we're going to have higher and higher demand, that's all I like without even looking at anything. Just knowing that the silver is low supply, and digitalization takes silver to make happen. So low supply, high demand, the outcome is always the same, even if people are trying to manipulate it like they are with the spot price of silver. At some point, it's going to catch up, and when they have to close those contracts out and have to physically deliver more silver than exists in the whole entire world, they are not going to be able to do that. What they're going to have to do is buy silver to pay back those contracts, and they're not going to be able to get it. So when they ain't going to be able to get it, they're going to have to start asking for higher prices. They're going to have to make people come off of their silver, which means they're going to have to offer them a price that is way higher than it is now. So it is all set up for silver to explode if everything goes the way I think it's going to go. I could be wrong, but I'm just off of simple supply and demand alone, I'm bullish on silver. I'm bullish on gold too, but I'm super bullish on silver. Inflation inflation should make silver go higher. That's another thing, because simply all inflation is you're just decreasing your purchasing power of the dollar. So when you're decreasing the purchasing power of the dollar, it's going to take more dollars to buy the silver. It's not that the prices of silver and gold are going up because of inflation, or the price of a loaf of bread is going up because of inflation, or the price of milk. The price is technically going up, but the price in US dollars, the US dollar has no value. It's just a measuring stick for value. It's just a currency. So it's just that dollar, it takes more of those dollars to buy that same milk that 6 months ago would have cost you less of those dollars. So it's a value thing, and silver should get pushed up by that. It should have to take more dollars to buy silver because dollars buy less now. What are you talking about, Daniel B? I agreed with you. You said they predict silver to use for electronics, water cleaning filters, and other stuff. And then, yeah, the 60% of the whole world's silver in a real mine, you said, was bought by J.P. Morgan. Well, then we know that over 60% of the supply is being held by J.P. Morgan. So there's only 40% supply left. So, I don't know why you're getting mad. I was agreeing with you. I just didn't specifically point out and say, good job, here's your silver star, Daniel. Put it on your refrigerator. But yeah, like another thing too about a lot of these mining stocks, they do pay dividends. A lot of them pay dividends if they've struck some type of mineral. And you look. I mean, look how far down this is. 2008 housing crash. This gold stock was all the way up at $27. Right now it's $7. This whole industry, gold, silver, and all that, all the precious metals are down. Like look at that, AYU, Yamana Gold, $4 right now, and it was way up here. But they pay out a consistent dividend as well, so you can get some good precious metals stocks that do pay some dividends. They're not going to be mind-blowing dividends like real estate investment trusts like REITs are, but at least you're buying something that is a mining company that is pushing out precious metals, and you're getting it at a pretty cheap price in these price areas, because these are the lows for the last 20 years. The lows are really right here, but we're kind of starting to wake up again on a lot of these mining stocks. But yeah, there's a lot of good investments in the precious metal market as far as stocks go. Like I said, whether or not they'll catch up to the spot price of silver or the silver spot price, or whatever, I don't know. Yeah, of course he had to end with me before this. He hasn't messed with me all stream, so of course he had to. PRPO is breaking over $3, hitting a new high at 305. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to call it a day. I'll get that silver video out as soon as I can for you guys. I got other stuff, too, that I'm working on, other content and projects. It's just the silver video, the way I recorded it is really difficult to piece together and edit. So, but I show my collection of coins and bars and rounds and jewelry. Not all of it, but I show some of the stuff in my collection and, give some tips on shopping for silver and all that. So I'll get it out. I will try my best to get it out this weekend, or this week. Beetlejuice can't control anything. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all that right now. That's a whole nother rant that I could go on for another hour, but I've got stuff to do. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. I hope you guys knocked it out of the park today on a couple of these stocks, because we did have some good volume. We will be back tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Until next time.